So I'll lead by saying this. Scott Free once told me that one of the worst decisions he ever made was to sign me through a production deal with Producer B. I think he was 1,000% correct because, it was crazy. I mean, I'm very loyal, and so at the end of the day, being 17, loyal, signed to one of the greatest labels in the world for hip-hop music, I think I was just happy to be there. I had a manager named Rage, God bless the dead. He had me performing everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Clubs, parks, even on Rikers Island. Here's where the journey takes a few twists and turns. First, my name. At this time, I went by D Explicit. No E, just Xplicit. And there was an artist by the name of Exhibit, no E, from the West Coast. And he was signed to Loud as well. I was gaining a little traction, but he was about to drop his first album, first single, and the label felt that it would confuse people for two people to have so close, of names. So they requested that I change my name, being that I was a new guy. I didn't want to change my name. You know what I mean? I thought, why not add on to it? And they was cool with that. So my pops was dating a Muslim chick at the time, and he was practicing the religion itself. And when I told him about adding on to the name, he gave me a book of 99 Muslim names. When I went through the first page, Asim was the first name at the top. And it stood out because it meant the protector. And me being raised by women, I always felt as though I had to be that. So I picked that name. I was in the studio every day from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. I thought I was about to blow up and be the next big thing from Queens. However, Producer B had full creative control. Now, later on, I learned that all Loud artists had creative control. Being at Loud meant that they would put you in rooms with people or bring people into the studio and let shit happen organically. I was in rooms with Large Professor, Lord Finesse, and Havoc, just to name a few. But Producer B felt like he had to do all the beats, and I rocked with him. He felt like, why pay people for beats that he could do? And logically, it made sense. But back then, it wasn't like now. Now, anybody can make a beat. You can get a beat off of YouTube and make a hit single off of it, and it wouldn't matter who did it. But back then, it was all about the name on the beat. So if you had a P-Rock beat, or you had a Q-Tip beat, or you had a RZA beat, you was the shit. Everybody fucked with me, but he became like the Grinch that stole hip-hop. And what does a label do when they have no other choice? You go on what's called the shelf. Now, although I was on side B of a Loud white label featuring me as the first song called Fly Shit, they didn't push forward on an album. I'm watching Pun do his album, Dead Prez album, Mobb Deep album, Exhibit, Raekwon Purple Tape, but no Asim D Explicit. At this point, I burned through all my money, and I ended up having to get a job at